Hey guys, it's Sasha with Rice and Raw, and I want to address this issue yet again because I've heard a lot of rumblings in the high carb vegan community about the calorie suggestions that Freely Enduring Rider have put forth. And these are also the calorie suggestions that I suggest to other people, that I follow myself, and I have witnessed being successful. So, with that being said, I'm not angry at anyone who suggests otherwise or who might have misinterpreted the calorie suggestions or for this lifestyle, but it's very irritating to see people not thinking critically or logically about things and just taking something that Jane Ryder Philly said and then just like using that as like a reason why they shouldn't be on rata 4 and they should be on this other high carb vegan lifestyle. First off and foremost, any high carb vegan lifestyle is the same fucking thing. Stop, I don't really care about all the stupid labels. Are you rata 4 or rata whatever? It's the same damn thing. It's just the amount of raw food you're eating. Other than that, it's the same concepts, the same kind of guidelines. So it doesn't really matter if I'm 80-10-10 rata 4 or fully raw starch solution. It's all on the same boat. So all of those different types of diets are out there because people respond differently to each lifestyle or to each diet, and it just depends on where they're at in their life at that point. It depends on their personal preferences, really. I personally love having warm, savory food. So something like a more of a rata 4, rata whenever approach is what I take. Some people might really love sweet, juicy fruit, and maybe rata 4 or fully raw is kind of more down their path. It also depends on your goals, like what kind of goals you want. It's harder to put on muscle if you're eating all just fruit. And also, honestly, fruitarian, I think it's really, long term, it's not good for you. You should be having vegetables as well. Just wanted to throw that out there. So I do recommend eating over 2,000 calories on a high carb vegan diet, whatever type of high carb vegan diet you're eating. Anyone who suggests otherwise, I want to really know how much they're eating in a day, because I bet you anything they're eating over 2,000 calories if they're successful in this diet and they've been doing this for many years. Most likely than not. And to be completely honest, all of the people who I used to follow, all those girls who were against the calorie suggestions, and they're like, no, it's not natural to force feed yourself. They just don't get it. It's like, no one has said to force feed yourself. And everyone who says that is like, oh my God, you don't get it, do you? And I hate it. I get so upset. And I'm not mad at anyone, but I just get so upset at the concept that people don't understand it. No one is said to force feed yourself. It is what you should be aiming toward, making sure you're getting enough so then you have that energy. And guess what all of those bloggers are doing now? They're all vegetarians. They're not vegan anymore because they were restricting their calories. I remember some of them were very concerned about their weight. They did not want to gain any weight. For heaven's sakes, that was the worst thing in the world for them. So me, on the other hand, I was like, fine, I'll gain all the weight in the world. I don't care, as long as I can eat as much as I want. Never worry, never feel guilty, and I'm happy and healthy. That is what I cared about. I wrote a letter to myself in the beginning, and I'm like, I don't care how long it takes. I don't care if I gain all this weight. As long as I'm happy and healthy, comfortable with food, that's what I care about. And that will get you somewhere. That mentality, you will do very well in this lifestyle. If you come into this and you're like, I don't want to gain any weight. It's really, really scary to me. I can't do it. There's no way I'll ever gain weight. I will quit this diet before I gain a pound. You're not going to do well on this lifestyle. You have to really care about health and to not care about weight for you to get to the point where you never are worrying about your weight. I never worry about my weight going up. I'm more worried about it going down. And this problem I guess I have is something I've always wanted to have. Now that I have it, it's kind of annoying, but I know how to solve this problem or keep this problem at bay. I know that's probably what a lot of people want, and my suggestion to you, if you want this problem, quotations, it's not that big of a problem, make sure you care about health over aesthetics. Let that be your number one priority. and force feed yourself on this lifestyle. I would only suggest that if you are like my boyfriend, who is naturally slim, has so much trouble putting on weight, and wants to put on weight. Ta-da! Now you can eat past satiation. No one wants to eat past satiation. It sucks. But that is my suggestion to people who are trying to put on weight, who have trouble putting on weight. You have to eat past satiation. But for the people who are trying to lose weight, which is the majority of people who are watching this video probably, eat to your appetite, but make sure you're eating enough food. Because once you have all this energy, you want to go out. You want to go out and be active. And once you become active, you get this momentum. And this, you cannot find this momentum. This momentum you have to stumble upon. You just stumble upon it, and by completely letting go. Completely not trying to find the momentum. Allowing it to come to you, and just start living your life, and that's how you find the momentum. Stop giving a shit about the scale and about weight, because that is so elementary, that is so generic, that is so basic. Start caring about your life, improving your life in ways that have nothing to do with your size. Get active, find friends, or build stronger relationships with your friends. Spend more time with your parents, spend time with your siblings, meet new people. Try to give back to the community. Like, find ways to do that. You can volunteer. You can give vegan food to pantries. You can do a lot of things to help people. You could do vegan bake sales to raise money for the animals, like animal rights movements. You could volunteer at animal shelters or at animal sanctuaries. There are so many things. You can put all of this energy that you are caring about weight and stupid things into something so much more important, so you can get to the point in your life where that matters. And the weight will fall off, because the weight falling off is a side effect of being happy and living a healthy life. And I am so sick of having to stress this to people. It's so sad that in our society, that's what people care about the most. And let me just break you the news, young girls out there who are trying to get to size 00 jeans. Guess what? Guys don't even like that. I'm going to say it, and I really hope that people don't think I'm skinny shaming, but this has to be said. Men really do, for the most part, are looking for a curvy woman, a childbearing woman who has the capabilities of bearing a child. People who are too thin sometimes lose their period and sometimes can't have kids. It's not an attractive thing. And I've actually talked to my boyfriend a lot about this, and he has helped me realize that I was conditioned by other females to lose weight. I was never conditioned by men to lose weight. It was always by other females to be as small as possible. Well, now talking to him and his friends, all of them are looking at larger girls and curvier girls and being completely okay with a girl having an extra 10, 20 pounds on her than her being too thin. My boyfriend, he has seen me at my fittest, at my fattest, and he started to fall in love with me when I was overweight. He doesn't like care as much about the looks as long as everything else is there, like the boobs and the butt, and there's a wider range that guys are interested in than girls realize. So as I was overweight, I thought I was hideous. I thought no one wanted to touch me. That's not true, because I actually ended up getting the hottest guys of my dating career during that time. I got some of the best male attention during that time. And trust me, my body before I gained weight was very good and fit body. But I still ended up getting absolute cutest guys during the time I was chubbier. And I don't really know why. It's just how it was. Because I didn't realize that guys like a much wider range than what media tells you they like, or what girls think that they like. So I'm not trying to fat shame or skinny shame, but I'm saying guys would probably like a wider range. So there's the outliers that are a bit too much for most guys in general to be liking. And I'm not even saying like it's important for guys to care what guys think about your body, But if that's a huge factor, at least for me, when I was trying to lose weight, and I know it's a huge factor for a lot of girls because they think, oh, once I lose all this weight and I get to be size 0 jeans, then I'll get a boyfriend. No, it's not even true. You probably won't because you'll be too obsessed with your weight and no one will want to talk to you because you're crazy. I feel like I'm being so mean right now and I'm not used to this, but it's just like all bottled up inside of me. I just, like realize there's more important things than trying to lose weight for a guy. Guys are gonna like you no matter what. Like that doesn't even need to be a problem. You know, it's just they'll like you, okay? Focus on doing things that make you happy, that give you more purpose in life than a number on a scale to write on your little blog that you lost 5 pounds since last week. Like, who cares? Honestly, no one cares. So it does bother me so much how it's such a huge factor for people on this lifestyle, the weight. It will come off if you find that momentum naturally by caring about things more important. I totally went off topic there, but I'm really glad I said that. Also, so the whole calorie recommendation thing, it's just like, it's a recommendation. It's a guideline to help you. It's not meant to fuck you over or anything, and you're not meant to be eating tons of calories and sitting around doing nothing. No one has said that's a good idea. Get out there, get moving, eat enough calories so then you wake up and you're like, yeah, today I'm going to kill it. You eat an awesome breakfast and that just starts your whole day and you're just on fire and you just have this energy that no one else has because everyone is depending on that cup of coffee in the morning, and you're just like, let's go. Like, you're all good. And luckily that's a momentum that I have for work, and a lot of people really respect that at work, that I can just walk in and just start. I don't need a coffee. I'm already good to go. So all that matters to me is that people are comfortable with food, are loving themselves, and are starting to come into themselves as a woman or as a man, and truly love themselves. And that takes time, and that takes energy and patience. But if you truly dedicate yourself to taking the time out of your day to nurture yourself and then give back to this world, give back to the energies in this world by communicating with people, being with friends, family, siblings, loving each other, that's really what life is about. So if you start to live life as how it should be enjoyed, then things will start to fall into place naturally. If you're forcing something, you're really forcing this weight loss. You're spending all of this energy, all of this time researching and counting your calories and obsessing and planning meals. You're not living a life. This is not going to help you in life. Like, even if you do lose weight, even if you are able to keep it off, it's still a mentality you're going to be having and dealing with all the time. I wanted to be free of that mentality. I didn't want to have to ever worry about food. And it's taken me 2.5 years to get us to a point where I'm like completely not even concerned. And honestly, it took me at least a whole year to really start to let go of a lot of my food misinterpretations, addictions, all of that. It took me a whole year, really. And then I worked on the next year of letting go of a lot of exercise issues that I had, just things that I held on to because I, forced lots of cardio when I had an eating disorder. And so I had a really negative association with working out, and I still have a very negative association with cardio. But that being said, this video is long enough. I really hope that it's helped shed some light on things, bring some clarity, and promote some logical thinking out there. Don't just listen to what everyone is saying. Like I've said many times, bring it all in, round in all the things that you like, start finding the things that resonate with you. Build this diet for you. Everyone who is successful on this lifestyle has built their own diet around this idea. All right, so if you're following exactly what someone else is suggesting, I really do suggest to reflect on everything and find little nuances in it that will work for you, that you kind of made it your own. All right, so I hope you guys are having a happy and healthy day, and I will see you later. Bye.